Hello, everyone. Today we'll be talking on conflict resolution and forgiveness in social animals. This presentation will be led by Haik, Eileen, Natalie, and me.
So why we chose this topic is because it shows how cooperation evolved. When we look at forgiveness in animals, it gives us an idea of how living peacefully first developed. It also reveals animal emotions because when we study peacemaking in animals, it shows how they feel and think in ways that is recognizable to us humans, which is surprising, but it also makes the topic more engaging. It connects to us because these similarities are also seen in humans, and it shows us how animals handle conflict. It's also a wide ranging topic because these behaviors are found in many animals, and that gives us a wide range of examples we can draw from. Its significance to ethology, which is the study of animal behavior, is that it keeps the group together, and peacemaking after fights within animals and groups helps them avoid constant conflict, which helps the groups become more stable, but it also increases their survival. It's also helping their survival over time because animals that have the ability to repair relationships have a better chance of passing their genes, and these behaviors were specifically developed to make the life of the animal much safer and more successful. It also links the body and the mind because forgiveness in animals lowers their stress hormones, and it involves certain chemicals within the brain that are known to build trust, which shows us that the body actively supports peaceful behavior. It is also a shared and learned behavior because animals that use play and signals as signs of forgiveness teach younger animals, and the younger animals can learn these behaviors by watching others.
We will be looking into two examples. The first one is how ravens build valuable relationships outside their pair bonds. Specifically, reconciliation in ravens is influenced by conflict intensity, quality of relationship, and avian social systems. The second example looks into quadratic affiliation in semi-free ranging pigs. Quadratic affiliation is defined as the first affiliative contact exchange between bystanders in the first minutes after conflict. Bystander pigs are more likely to be negatively affected by watching aggression altercations between pigs instead of their own. Quadratic affiliation is used to help mitigate emotional arousal after witnessing a conflict. For methods, the first example looks into how seven hand-raised ravens, all aggressive behaviors defined as chasing, hitting, and forced retreat were recorded as well as identity of the aggressor and the victim. A post-conflict match control method was used to collect post-conflict and baseline data. Um, a 10-minute observation of victim immunity post-conflict, and the next day, a match control. Among all social relationships, specifically looking into 57 group samples, a 30-minute observation of the aviary was recorded, as well as measured the percentage of time the aggressor and the victim spent sitting or preening. For the second example, it looked into 104 semi-free ranging adult pigs. The tool operators recorded videos on conflicts, including one aggressive pattern and during 3-minute post-conflict and match control periods. The aggressive patterns and the affiliation patterns are listed below. Three categories were observed. The first one being opponents, which is two individuals directly engaging in a fight. The second category are third parties, individuals not involved in conflict. However, they are involved in post-conflict affiliation. And the third category is uninvolved bystanders, meaning they were not involved in post-conflict or conflict.
So some conclusions from the study that are important are, in Fraser's study, researchers found that reconciliation, which was defined as affiliative conflict within 10 minutes after the conflict, occurred in 37 out of 197 conflicts. Conflicts between close partners or ravens who preened or sat together were more likely to be followed by reconciliation, which reduced the chance of renewed aggression. The intensity of the conflict and the sex of the birds had no effect on reconciliation behavior, and these findings supported the valuable relationships hypothesis, showing that strong social bonds do promote peaceful conflict resolution. And then we found similar things from Norcia's study. Affiliative interactions reduced anxiety-related behaviors for both the initiators of the conflict and receivers. Interestingly, bystanders also engage in affiliative behaviors after witnessing aggression, and all affiliation behaviors were most frequent among closer kin. If there was renewed conflict, affiliative behaviors were less likely. Supporting that affiliative behaviors helps reduce renewed aggression. And then there were many consistencies between these two studies that help shape the current state of such research. Conciliatory behavior helps reduce post-conflict anxiety in many social species, and such behavior is more likely to occur in closer relationships, likely to maintain certain social structures. And in addition, chances of renewed aggression are less likely in animals who exhibit reconciliatory behaviors.
Future directions. We have a few questions. First is, do all highly social species exhibit similar reconciliation patterns, such as kin bias and stress reduction in pigs and ravens? Second, in pigs, bystanders often affiliate after witnessing aggression. Does this extend to other social animals? And are reconciliation strategies culturally transmitted or innate physiological responses? For emerging methods, we start off with modeling cross-species networks, whereas social networks show how reconciliation shapes alliances, stabilizes groups, and influences dominance. For physiological monitoring, non-invasive fecal and saliva samples can reveal cortisol and oxytocin shifts before and after conflict, linking affiliation with stress relief. Experimental manipulations, playback of conflict calls in ravens and staged mild conflicts in pigs highlight reconciliation behaviors. For applications, we start off with conservation efforts, insights into conflict resolution, guide reintroduction plans, and group housing for endangered social animals. Evolutionary perspective, comparing ravens and pigs reveals convergent evolution of forgiveness in complex social species. And lastly, farm animal welfare, whereas post-conflict affiliation in pigs can reduce aggression, prevent injuries, improve housing, and promote well-being overall. Thank you.